Hello and welcome back to the Argo for another edition of Battletech Advanced, brought to you by Commando Gaming Strategic Gaming, brought to you live on twitch.tv at Commando Gaming 1. That was a mouthful. We're continuing our series on Battletech Advanced, as you could see. And we need some money. And we need some mechs. We need lots of stuff. So, let's get to it. So we got a show of force escort mission. We got an interdiction. Fort observers. The general. Clearing out the mercs. It's a nice 1.5 skull mission to get us started. Let's grab that one. Nice salvage on this mission. Oh! I did repairs off camera, but I guess I didn't save. So let's save. Let's do those repairs. I did this all off camera, and then someone forgot to save.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Alright, Huron Warrior. You need a new engine. Wow, that was an expensive battle. We didn't even get a lot out of that battle either. Go with the 245 engine, which I need to repair, apparently. We're going to have to put the XL engine back in. And we need 2 tons of Gauss. And I don't think we have 2 tons available. If memory serves, hopefully I'm wrong. No. Alright, let's check the store, see if there's any Gauss ammo. Only crude Gauss. That does not help. Alright, we're only gonna have a ton of Gauss ammo for the next time we use the Huron Warrior, which might be a while. See what we can do to use that extra tonnage right now. Let's see. Add an ER medium. Add a medium laser and a medium laser. And then we're going to have to add another heat sink. Puts us over tonnage. Alright, so we're just going to add 1 medium laser and more ammo, or more add more armor. His legs are really thin on armor. Let's get them up to at least 95 so we're not limping around the battlefield. And make sure we put the rest of our armor into that arm that has the Gauss rifle. And yeah, we'll have the Huron Warrior back in 10 days.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Ooh, this fire starter's toast. It would cost me a small fortune to repair this thing. Yeah, that fire starter is gonna be scrapped. Luckily, we have a couple fire starters. Not too worried about that. So yeah, we're definitely on the B team when it comes to mechs for a while. We do have our Hunchback still. But I'd feel a lot better if we had our Huron Warrior in the mix, but we don't. So it's going to take us a day to get at least the Dervish back. 8 days to get the Huron Warrior back. And even when we get him back, hey Goggles, thank you for joining us. Hope your BTA is still going well. And I hope you're ready for some duty in the mech cockpit. Alright. Alright, so we're going to have to take some missions that are a little lighter because that's what happens when you're best mechs are out in repair. Sometimes you have to take that low-hanging fruit in the command center. I can get to the command center. And let's do this forward clean out the Mercs mission. Alright, we still have the Dervish, the Hunchback. Hunchback's now the heavy hitter for us. Let's see. Guess we almost have to take the Vulcan. Let's see. Do I want the Panther with the PPC or do I want the Panther with the 4 medium lasers? We'll take the Panther with the 4 medium lasers because it has more firepower. And then we'll take the Vulcan. I think the Vulcan is just under-tonned. So let's take our Scout and put him in the Vulcan because we're going to be in a urban environment so we can jump around with the Vulcan. Oh, that coffee's good. Nothing like the first sip of coffee in the morning. Goggle says his experience with BTA is getting really good. Had a simply great battle last night, and everybody took some hits, and it was a close run. 8 medium heavies with Lost Tech against my Mackie, Royal Marauder, Kentaro, and Bombard. Real whiz-bang. Wow. You've really been working hard to upgrade your mechs. That's a lot of medium heavies with Lost Tech. You excuse me. You really must have used your skill to turn that one around. Great to hear. It's always good when you can... which flashpoint was that? I need to get back to doing some flashpoints. I will, eventually. Hey, you need to take a break from the flashpoints because after a while you know them so well that they're kind of anticlimactic. But when you first play the flashpoints, especially BTA, it's a lot of fun. All right.
312. My teammates still have no idea I'm a Labrador.
All right, let's get down to it.
I got you.
On my way.
Oh, you got the Lao one for the Headhunter. Yeah, so that is actually a very fun mission. And they actually installed that in vanilla BattleTech because that was the one way excuse me, that you could get a Gauss rifle was by completing that
Affirmative,
mission.
Commander.
You had a choice of getting a Gauss rifle or
All right,
medium
let's
pulses.
get down to it.
And that was built in as their backdoor way of adding Gauss rifles, but to make it extremely rare to get Gauss rifles. Yeah, you can get 3 of them from that mission. So, well, you probably got 3. Ooh, ambush. Because they added extra mechs to the game with BTA that have Gauss rifles. But in the base Flashpoint, you only get 1 Gauss rifle from that mission. Actually, you could get 2 if you're very lucky. If you get a headshot, you could get 2. But normally you only get 1 from that mission. And it was a pretty big deal. Although sometimes you would end up getting the Gauss rifle, but you'd only get like a ton of ammo, so it wasn't particularly useful. Alright, looks like the enemy set up a bit of an ambush for us. Oh, it's battle armor. Battle armor. Ah, okay. This battle armor is ambushing us. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, and we got damage, structural damage from the battle armor. I'm glad to hear that worked out for you, Goggles. Huh. Look at this battle armor. It's just like hovering in the air. Yeah, it's hovering in the air. Kind of interesting. Might be a bug.
On my way.
Alright. My Panther's very irritated at these battle armor. So one thing I don't like about the battle armor in BTA is they're not evasive enough. It makes it pretty easy to kill battle armor. As you saw with when IMG started out with battle armor, it's a really tough road. Alright, so now we got to deal with these battle armor. This battle armor while the enemy main force is coming at us. So again, this is a classic example of how on paper this was a 1.5 skull mission, but now all of a sudden we're dealing with battle armor that's ambushing us, and it's no longer that easy of a mission.
Target confirmed.
Because now I have to go back to engage the battle armor, which is exposing my rear to the enemy that's advancing. But I don't really have a choice here.
Light damage. Holding firm. Standing
We gotta move back, and then we have to clear out these battle armor units as quickly as possible, so we could focus on our main target here. And you don't even get good salvage out of the battle armor either, for that matter.
Whatever you say, boss.
But hey, it is what it is. You didn't get salvage out when we did when we fought infantry either, which used to be what would ambush you before they installed the battle armor.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Ooh, Thumper. There's a thumper
Now who's up for
unit
having all the armor?
with that initial force that we're supposed to get rid of. We're getting beat up. Getting beat up by this battle armor. What is up with that?
Let's see what you got. Reporting.
This battle armor is a lot tougher when you're playing against it than when you're using it, let me tell you. When you're using it as your units, it feels like their armor is paper, but these guys are really holding their own against us right now. And more importantly, it's allowing the main enemy here to get some back shots at us, which is not good. See, that main enemy force is now closing in on our flanks. And they're going to chip away at our rear armor here while we close in and finish off this battle armor. Not the best scenario
Watch the
to
side.
get stuck between two enemy forces. It's a recipe for disaster, but we don't have a choice. Because this battle armor came out of nowhere. Nowhere, I tell you, nowhere. Ouch. Alright, these battle armors have to go this round.
Standing by.
Now, one thing we can really do with battle armor is they are very vulnerable to
Put my weight
melee.
into it.
So we want to take advantage of that right here.
I think I hit something good.
Got rid of 3 of... I do like the fact that as you do damage to the battle armor, it has the graphic of the individual mechs being destroyed. When I played with
Damage, Commander.
with battle armor in Rogue
Wait,
Tech,
command.
they didn't have that display, so it's kind of cool to see it.
Moving to position.
Alright, there goes that group of battle armor.
Snap, Chief. One less target.
These aren't even included in the total. They're just an extra item that we need to deal with here. It's showing my turn. Uh-oh. I think we're bugged. Yeah, this happens sometimes. So it thinks it's my turn, but I've taken all my turns. Alright, we're gonna have to do a load. Sorry, guys. Or maybe I'm not that sorry, because that ambush was not very good for us. But what happened there is the computer, and it wasn't my turn, therefore the enemies weren't taking their turn, and we would never have gotten out of that situation. So we're gonna have to start over. So just a reminder, you can use your viewer points to request a 12-hour mega stream. If you're interested in that, you could devote your channel points to a mega stream. It's going to be a 12-hour stream, either myself or IMG or both alternating. We'll do a 12-hour stream for you. Bugs goggles are really random. You know, there's no accounting for it. I've had playthroughs where I've had no bugs, and I've had playthroughs where I've had lots of bugs. And sometimes when something really weird, oh hey, Chomsuki's contributed 4,000 total to our 12-hour BTA stream with IMG and myself. Thank you for that, Chomsuki. I think we're very close. We're over 50% now. Oh, community challenge, 25% complete. There we go. So we're 25% towards having a 12-hour stream. Goggles, thank you for contributing as well. And when that happens, it's going to be scheduled a little in advance because we have to figure out what day either one of us could be here for 12 hours or that both of us can alternate. So we'll figure that out. It's not a problem. My guess would be it would probably be on a Friday because that's the easiest day for me to take time off work. And don't worry, I've got plenty of PTO saved up, so I'm looking for excuses to take time off, to be honest with you. I actually need to start taking time off because where I live, historically, they would just pay out your unused PTO. It's kind of required by state law, but now they found a way that they can bank your, and I'm doing air quotes, bank your time off so you can use it later. So that way they don't have to pay you for your time off. So I've got a boatload of time off because with COVID last year, I had, I want to say, 4 vacations canceled. One of which was my wedding. And actually the wedding technically was postponed and then canceled. So I've got plenty of PTO. It's usually like most people in the United States, the challenge I have, and the game completely crashed. Yeah, it's probably because we were having that bug. So give me a minute. Game completely crashed. So I'll I'll just keep talking. So one of the things we have in the United States, we don't really have it. I don't think other parts of, for example, Europe doesn't have this problem. Probably Canada doesn't have this problem. But with the design of corporate America and the fact that everybody has individual responsibilities, for much of the United States, excuse me, really having problems with my throat today. For much of the United States, when you have, and we'll get loaded up quickly. At least you can see how quickly my computer runs. Doesn't take any time to load this game up anymore. But it in some parts of the world or with some jobs, you could take your time off and you can actually relax. But with most of corporate America, when you take vacation time, you either have to work like a dog to clean up your desk before you come back or before you leave, and then hopefully this will load up. And then when you come back from work, from your vacation, guess what? Nobody's done your work, and you end up having to do the work when you come back. So it really takes the whole point out of vacation when you have to work extra hours before and extra hours after just to take some time off. So I've found the most efficient way to take time off in the United States is actually just to take off individual days, because when you take off work in blocks of time, that's where you end up stuck with a whole bunch of work to either get done ahead of time or make up. You know, there are some jobs, and don't get me wrong, I have a great job, professional job, and I'm very happy with it, but sometimes I get jealous of jobs where, like, let's say you work for the transit authority, right? Or you work for a government agency. When you go on vacation, somebody else usually just does your work while you're gone. But in corporate America, nobody really does your work for you, because in most cases your coworkers are so overworked that they can't do it, or your success in work is directly tied to your work. So, like, let's say, for example, so I'm in sales, right? So if I want to go on vacation, I can either do the work myself, or I could ask my coworkers to do some work for me. But if they do the work for me, guess who gets credit for the work? My coworkers, right? So if I'm in sales, do I really want to give up, for example, a $500,000 sale just to take vacation? Probably not. So I end up doing the work before and after, or most of the time actually during. You know, I can't remember the last vacation I took where I didn't end up taking my work laptop with me and working at least every day. So, you know, PTO is kind of a bogus scenario, at least in the United States. Especially when you're in sales and there's never a good time to take time off because they want you to sell. It's not like my goals change. You know, it's not like my boss says, hey, you've got a vacation in July. We're just going to reduce your sales goals for that month. No, that doesn't work that way. So it is what it is. So that was a long-winded way of me saying I'm happy to take time off to do a 12-hour stream. If I could take a day off and play 12 hours of BattleTech, I'd be a happy guy. So you're actually helping me out by giving me an excuse to take some time off. So thank you. Just a quick programming note as well. IMG will not be joining us today. He's got some personal stuff going on, so I'm going to go until 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And then we'll be done for this morning. But we will have
let's get down to it.
MechWarrior 5 tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Goggles, are you going to try to make BattleTech or MechWarrior 5 tonight?
On my way.
Let me know, because we need to figure out what we're going to do numbers-wise. It's not a big deal. We can either rotate in and out, or we can have one of our regular people take a week off, which is not a big deal. So, for example, probably the easiest scenario would be that I would take off a week, which is fine, and I could just actually manage the chat.
Onward.
which usually leads to a more engaged stream if we have one person who's managing the chat as a moderator while everybody else plays. So, Goggles, if you're going to play, let me know. Also, if anybody else wants to play MechWarrior 5 and you're watching the stream, you can reach out to us either on our Discord or...
All right, let's get down to it.
I'll give you the Discord momentarily.
Roger that, Commander.
Or you could just give us a whisper on Twitch. Either one works.
Position.
And we could get you into the rotation for playing MechWarrior 5. MechWarrior 5 with mods and friends is actually really fun. You know, it's a really, really fun, casual game to play with your friends. So we actually enjoy it a lot. I'm hoping with the release of the DLC... Oh, doesn't look like we get battle armor this time. Fine with me. That was...
Affirmative, Commander.
Battle armor ambushes only cost me damage. You don't really get a lot of salvage out of it. You occasionally will get a couple pieces of battle armor. But what am I going to do with battle armor? I wouldn't use it unless I'm completely desperate.
Acknowledged.
I've tried using battle armor, and it's not fun, and it's not even very useful. So, battle armor doesn't help you. And in fact, it would probably... Oh, we got a Comstar support lance as well. So the good news is this is Comstar, so we're probably going to get some lost tech out of this mission. I really love fighting Comstar. The only thing I like more is when the clans show up randomly in a raid, and you end up playing the clans. Like, they'll just jump in and be the third party of a battle.
Aye, aye.
And then you can get clan technology. That's always nice, too. Alright, so we got 8 enemies against our 5. Not bad odds, actually. Coffee and BattleTech to start my day. I gotta tell you,
Standing by.
some days, and don't take this the wrong way, but sometimes this is the best part of my day. You know, I'm having my morning coffee. I've got some BattleTech to play. I mean, life is pretty good in the morning for me. I'm usually a morning person, but playing a little BattleTech before I start my day, it does a lot of things for me. It eases me into the day. Gives me something to do while I'm having my coffee. Gives me something fun to do to start my day. But also, I find that
Damage, Commander.
I'm much more effective at work the rest of the day because BattleTech gets my brain going. You know, it's kind of like I don't know, doing a crossword puzzle in the morning or something like that. Just gets your brain going. Hey, Zfreezy. Thank you for joining us. I don't know if I've seen you on our stream before. Are you new? If not, I apologize. But we have a lot of people. We have regulars, and then we have people that pop in and out. So if you're not new, but you haven't posted in the chat before, that might be why I don't remember you. I'm usually pretty good at remembering people that are our followers. Which is pretty good because we have over 4,000 followers. For some reason, our follower counter is frozen, and I need to reach out to Twitch and figure out why that is. But yeah, we're well over 4,000 by now. So really excited that we've grown this community as much as we have over the last year and a half. And looking forward to doing a lot more in the future for you. You know, one of the good things about smaller streamers is, you know, if you're in a large chat with a large... normally I don't do this, but I'm actually going to split up our mechs here.
Let's move.
To just get rid of these vehicles as quick as we can. So we're going to try to divide and conquer on some of these vehicles here. But some larger streams, and I watch them all the time because there's a lot of people that I enjoy watching. But there's some streams that are so big and there's so many people that the streamer can't hope to stay engaged with everyone. So sometimes you don't get the interaction that you would like to have. So we really want to try to make this an interactive experience for everybody. So engage in the chat. If you have any questions about the game, you have any feedback,
Ready to rock.
I'm very open to suggestions. You know, I've been playing this game, the base game, since it first came out, but I still feel like I learn new things every single day. So I'm always happy to hear feedback or suggestions. Not good options here.
Affirmative.
So please get involved in the chat. We also have the ability to get involved in our Funko Pop giveaway. All you have to do is give us a follow. However, the more engaged you are with our chat, the more likely you are to win the Funko Pop giveaway. So just to give you an example, Goggles joins us all the time for our streams, and he's involved in chat. So Goggles is basically getting extra entries every time he joins us, and then every time that he engages in chat, it's like you're getting another lottery ticket for the Funko Pop. So you can just get the one lottery ticket and you have a chance of winning, or you can get, I don't know, 20 lottery tickets over the choice of a week. Your chances are much higher, and I do try to track who's involved and give them extra choices when I do the random giveaway. You get extra entries every time I do the random giveaway. You know, it's like the more you get involved with us, the more extra balls you get in the lottery giveaway, if you know what I mean. All right, let's get rid of these vehicles because they're pissing me
Time
off.
to get physical.
It's really helpful when the vehicle's getting into melee range. When they stay at long range, that's where it really gets hard to get rid of vehicles. It just takes forever because it takes a while. My concern here is that we've got 2 lances of vehicles here and no mechs. That would be a bummer. We will get some components out of that, but I'd much rather get some mech parts as well. Yeah, I think we might have all vehicles. We might have all vehicles here,
Targeting for physical attack.
which is going to be a bit of a grind. I much prefer it when there's mechs to take out.
The vehicle is trashed.
That vehicle had an LBX-20. Nice. We might get that as salvage. That would be a nice piece of salvage. Although I'm usually not a big fan of the
So far, so good.
AC-20s or the LBX-20s. because they're so ammo dependent. I mean, the damage is great. Oh, alright, we at least have an Owens. Alright, Owens comes in for melee. Alright, so
Laugh at your puny attack.
ooh, that was a charge. Oh, that was a charge. That was the slowest charge ever, but it was. Hey, Big Fluffy. How is it going, how's it going, sir? Excited to have you back for another day of BattleTech Advanced. We're working through a oof. Oh, goggles. Oh man, sorry, Goggles, that's another injury for you.
Commander.
More importantly, I'm probably going to have to eject Goggles here because I don't want to lose the mech. That's just bad luck. He got ambushed by a couple vehicles with some pretty powerful firepower.
I'm gonna need a medic.
Oh!
I lost a weapon.
Oh, another injury for... Oh, we resisted the injury there. But this fire starter is not looking so good. I got to get him out of there before he loses an engine. That's where things get expensive. But see, they're just gonna bully Goggles here.
Somebody's an asshole.
Alright, we're gonna have to eject Goggles as soon as we have a chance. That's one thing you have to do with BTA is you have to feel comfortable ejecting your pilots. You can't keep your pilot down to the end. You're going to lose pilots, and you're going to lose components out of your mechs. Alright, I'm not...
Can't take much more of this.
Alright, I didn't lose my engine yet. The grind's going well. The grind is going well. I wouldn't even call it a grind. There are games that are grindy. I've never felt that BattleTech... Alright, Goggles ejected.
Waiting for orders.
Hopefully we didn't lose our engine out of that mech. That would be very expensive. Alright, we gotta get rid of some of these vehicles.
Locked on for physical attack.
I hate these harassers. They're actually pretty armored for their tonnage. They're a real pain to get rid of. Yep, see? They're a real pain to get rid of, those harassers. Alright, we're trading off... We traded off a mech for one enemy vehicle. That's not a good exchange rate here.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
We need to get rid of some of these vehicles, or they are just gonna
The cream of the crop
beat us up
is
over
rising
time.
to the
They
top.
need to go. There goes one vehicle.
Ah, I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Oh, don't shoot. Don't shoot your weapons. Oh man. That's a waste of ammo. That's a waste of
Who
ammo.
brings a tank to him?
Yep.
Affirmative.
Hey, iCypher. Thank you for joining us. We're just grinding through. Got a mission with a whole bunch of vehicles in an urban environment, which is a real headache.
I got you.
Especially when my mechs miss shots that they have an 80% chance on. That's ridiculous. We already lost one fire starter because it got ambushed by an LBX-20 on a vehicle, and it just tore up his legs, and then all the other vehicles swarmed while he was on the ground. So at least we know the pilot's okay because he ejected, but we don't know how much damage is was involved in that mech. Hopefully not too bad. Yeah, these harassers are a real harassment, let me tell you.
Heat gauge is redlining.
Yeah, I mean, so let's talk about the vehicles, okay? Because it is a common argument that the vehicles are overpowered. So
Putting my weight into
I do think that in the base game, vehicles were underpowered because basically you stomped on an enemy
I can
vehicle
see why people enjoyed this line of
with a
work.
locust, and 80% of the time you could destroy a scorpion with one kick from a locust. So that was really not accurate. But I do think they went the other way around and made the vehicles a little bit overpowered. So I would agree they're a little overpowered, but I wouldn't say that they're ridiculously overpowered. You know, the real thing that makes mechs or vehicles so dangerous is because all of their weapons are on turrets. They're able to rotate away from the enemy and still have all of their firepower available. If we could do that with mechs, that would be a beautiful thing, but that's not how mechs are built, right? So that's where vehicles really have their advantage, is the fact that all their weapons are in a turret, and they can always rotate each turn to give you fresh armor.
They're flanking.
And they do it really well. Man.
This isn't looking too good.
We are getting really beat up by these vehicles. I can't believe it. Come on. We got to be able to turn this Panther.
Mech is coming apart around me.
We got to get that Panther's front armor towards the enemy. All these vehicles are a real headache.
Barely hit, Commander. Standing by.
All right.
Jumping.
Can't even use my weapons there. We'll use vigilance. You keep Big Fluffy says he keeps at least 2 mechs with flamers for vehicles and turrets. That's a good way to go.
Watch my heat. I'm taking damage.
That's a good way to go, and you can do that with BTA because you're able to have at least 5 mechs. That would get harder if you could not have 5 mechs. Ouch. Our Panther is really getting beat up here.
Damage minimal.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, we need to just get some easy kills here. We need some of these vehicles to go
All right,
away.
Let's get down to it.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that,
Rise to the top.
Big Fluffy, because BTA allows you to take extra mechs,
However,
which gives you a lot more flexibility. If you only had 4 mechs in vanilla Battletech, that would be very hard to kind of have a designated vehicle killer. Obviously, it can use other things. It can attack other things, but flamers are so much more effective
Confirmed.
against vehicles than mechs. It's not even close. Alright, come on, Hunchy. Our Hunchback's our heavy hitter here, so we need to get some easy kills here. We need some enemies to go away. Alright, God, these vehicles are just driving me nuts.
My coffee and I'm fucking.
If we were up against light mechs, this battle would probably be over by now. But these vehicles are such a headache. Especially when we just have a whole bunch of vehicles all in the same spot. We know that they're just going to get their pound of flesh from us. Round after round after round. Alright, we gotta try to get our Panther in a position where we can minimize how much fire he's taking from the rear, because he's really been beat up with a lot of rear shots here. Alright, there we go. We at least got rid of a vehicle.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
It makes it a little worse with Comstar, because Comstar traditionally drops 5 vehicles per lance. So we still have 4 mechs per lance. So we've got a lot of enemies to work through here. Luckily, this Panther
Heavy damage.
still has full armor in the front.
Moving out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is just dark design. This is a grind. This is a complete grind of a mission. It does happen. I mean, it's kind of fun because it's a challenge. It's a little different. I'll be more annoyed if we lose multiple mechs,
Damn it. I've
just
got an
destroying a
armor
whole bunch of vehicles. One thing about these vehicles is their
breach. Internal
their
damage.
biggest advantage here is the fact that they are basically swarming us. So they're doing damage over time. But if each one that we take out obviously is reducing how effective they could be at just giving us damage over time. He's gonna... Oh, see, we were lucky there. If that vehicle had gone up against the rear of the Panther, that could have been it for the Panther. So the AI did us a little bit of a favor there. Unless they go after... Oh, they went after... Luckily, they went after the Hunchback there.
Armor holding.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, now... See, they're playing this game of swarming. They're trying to surround us so they can get hits on both sides.
The cream of the crop will rise to the top.
So one thing we have to do here is kind of at least send some of our mechs to take some of these vehicles that are trying to backstab us, or they will tear us apart over time. Oh, it's a Hunchback. I'm actually excited to see a Hunchback here. Means we can actually get some salvage, and
Reporting.
that Hunchback is probably going to be easier to take out than all these enemy mechs. Let's see. All these enemy vehicles. Alright, let's push in with our Hunchback. This is our big gun here.
I'm on him.
I'm overheating here, but we need to get some enemies off the map, so it was worth it.
Keep an eye on my heat, Commander.
I know. You're okay for one round. Hey, Simmons. Thank you for joining us. We're just grinding through some vehicles, so sorry it took me a little while. Your Firestarter Omni soloed in a 95-ton mech duel, and they won. That's good piloting on your part, sir. That is some good piloting. Alright, I gotta get the skewed one out of this main firefight here.
Copy that.
That Panther is really beat up.
Firing on target.
And yeah, that's not what I was shooting at. I misclicked. Well, it was what I was shooting at, but because I misclicked, I meant to be shooting at the enemy vehicle, of course. So it looks like we have 2 mechs and a whole bunch of vehicles. Oh, alright. See, this is a classic example of how these vehicles
All the alarms are going off and this
can
is going to be
backstab you in
expensive to
swarms.
fix.
We're going to finish this mission just out of principle here. I could have just withdrawn. Ouch.
That one hit me right
Ouch.
in the field. No, I can see blood. They actually hit me.
This hydration is for you, Simmons.
Aye, aye.
Alright, yeah, this is turning out to be a real lousy mission.
Confirmed.
Real lousy mission. But you know what? You get bad missions sometimes. And you just need to suck it up. Ugh. I just put Pokey back together.
It's getting pretty fucking warm in here. I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, I can't put Pokey... Pokey's gotta face the enemy here. No way around that.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Come on, give me a lucky kill.
The cream of the
Give me a
crop
lucky
will
kill.
flag.
We need to get rid of some of these vehicles. They are driving me nuts. We're actually really lucky that that hunchback is not being very aggressive. Oh, speak of the devil. Here he comes. Ouch. Ouch. Man.
I just dropped my coffee.
Yep.
There's no good choices here. I'd really like to get rid of or send this mech to focus on that hunchback, but we need to get rid of these
Move
vehicles.
order received.
And we didn't even get rid of a vehicle. Oh, we did. Okay, good.
Crawler destroyed.
Alright. Yep, sorry about the grindy mission, guys. But it happens. Not much we could do about it.
Now who's dumb for having all the armor?
We're gonna have to grind through this mission. There's no other answer, unfortunately. See, that vehicle should have taken a lot more damage with that melee hit. I mean, yes, it's a tank, but still.
Got past his armor.
That's a little too much armor for a vehicle. Pokey's getting really beat up here.
Well, it looks like somebody's an asshole.
Yes, Commander.
Alright.
Copy that. You want to go?
Alright, there we go. Alright. We're
Vehicle down.
getting through these vehicles slowly but surely. real headache
Vehicle
dealing
destroyed.
with these vehicles. Fortunately, as the vehicles get eliminated, they're less and less able to move around and backstab us, which is really the big pain in the butt here. Alright, let's see if I can pull Pokey back out of the front line and use him more for fire support. That's what he's here for. And we need a precision strike, because I'm tired. I'm tired of these guys. These vehicles need to go away.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
See, the fact that that vehicle has rotated and its armor is no longer exposed is why that vehicle was able to just kind of hang in there and take that fire. So we got to go squishy, squishy, stomp, stomp.
Frag the vehicle. Crawler destroyed.
Alright, luckily we're slowly getting the odds back in our favor.
Well, it looks like somebody's an asshole.
By grinding through these vehicles.
Commander,
We really need to get some good salvage
heading out.
out of this mission. Darn vehicles. Alright, we're about to lose one of our legs on Pokey here.
Commander,
Alright, so we're gonna have to do one of my least favorite things. Tank with a mech that isn't good at tanking, which would be our Vulcan here. But we need this Vulcan to draw some fire.
firing full complement.
Not what I want to do with a Vulcan, but we don't have a choice. Vulcans are not meant for tanking. And they went for the Pokey anyways. They went for Pokey anyways.
Right in the feels. No, I can see blood. They
All right.
actually hit me.
Alright, Pokey. You're going to keep retreating.
All right, let's get down to it.
You have a couple turns before your pilot bleeds out. So we need to make the most of your firepower here before we lose you.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Let's get some missiles in on that hunchback. Ooh, head hit. Nice head hit there.
Nothing like the sweet smell of
Orders?
I lost my audio. That is one of the things that does happen. Let's backstab this hunchback. It's too good of a chance to backstab this hunchback not to take it. So we're going to backstab this hunchback.
Target lock on enemy 6, Skipper.
Look at all the damage we did to that hunchback.
Reporting. Critical hit.
We wouldn't have done that if we backstabbed a vehicle. That is proof right there that these vehicles are so much harder to take out than a hunchback. I mean, look at that damage that we did. That was almost 50% damage on that hunchback. Alright, let's keep working on the hunchback. I was hoping to take out the vehicles and finish up taking out the vehicles and then focus down on the Hunchback to try to get as many parts as possible. But I just want to get through this mission at this point. I'm really annoyed. Ooh, that Owens is going to overheat here probably. Hopefully you guys have audio on your end. I lost my audio. It does happen in this game that you will lose your audio sometimes randomly. But it will come back at the end of the mission. It's just kind of a bug. It's a known bug. It happened occasionally with the base game, but it does happen more frequently with the mod for some reason. Oh, and my audio just came back.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
I'm on the clock.
Yeah, sometimes I'll lose audio on my end, but you'll still have the audio in the stream. It's just an odd quirk that you get with this game, ironically. Alright. Probably shouldn't have moved Pokey in here. Let's just do center torso on this Owens, since it's shut down.
Yep.
Alright, our Hunchback's got to keep working on the enemy Hunchback here. Again, in a perfect world, I would have liked to have focused down on this Hunchback and maximize salvage, but I'm just trying to get out of this mission here at this point. Salvage is secondary right now. Alright, that Hunchback's very overheated. He could easily shut down right now. I think he shut down.
What do you need?
Kind of hard to tell without our audio. I think he shut down.
Copy that.
No, he didn't, because then I'd be able to do precision strikes at his head if he shut down. But we'll do precision strike just to increase our chances of hitting here. Just trying to get rid of that Hunchback here.
I'm starting to cook.
Alright. So yeah, sometimes you'll get that. It's an audio bug. It seems to happen more when I use my my AirPods. Oh,
That one hit me right in the feels. No.
all right.
I
Pokey needs
lost
to
a weapon.
eject.
Let's hope we find a replacement.
Pokey
Ready for
needs
orders.
to eject. We need to get rid of this vehicle. So, I mean, these vehicles have done most of the damage against my Lance by a pretty fair amount. This is turning into a real pain in the butt battle.
Reporting one less vehicle. I'm taking heat damage.
On the clock. What do you want?
Alright, Pokey, you're going to move over
Let's get
here,
down to
and then
it.
you are going to eject.
Well, it's time to use the yeet seed.
Confirm.
Hunchback, let's finish off your brother. This Hunchback needs to die.
10-4.
Surprise! There we go. He finally got... Oh, he ejected. So we might actually get a couple parts out of that Hunchback. Which would maybe make up for the fact that we've taken a ton of damage in this mission from these stupid vehicles. This is my least favorite mission situation. Alright, so this Owens is shut down, so we're going to take headshots. As much as we can. Trying to get some salvage out of this mission. To offset the fact that we're going to have a lot of mechs out of commission for a while. Because of this 1.5 skull mission.
Orders.
Which ended up being way overpowered. Because we had all those vehicles to deal with. Hopefully.
Firing.
Maybe get an ejection here. Oh, incapacitated. So the pilot was incapacitated due to heat. Which means we got 4 parts.
Mission successful.
Because the pilot basically died from the heat. I love it when I can do that. Alright, let's see what we got for salvage here. That was not a fun mission, guys. I guarantee you it was more fun for you to watch than for me to fight through that one. So our commander's out for 14 days. Goggles is out for 23 days. And we got some mechs to repair. Let's see, we did get 3 parts of a hunchback. And, you know, if we get a very lucky dice roll, maybe we'll get an Owens. Not likely, though. Let's see. Alright, hunchback, hunchback, hunchback. Owens, Owens. Flamer, flamer. MRM 10, that's nice. SRM 4. A tag. Ferrofibrous. I mean, we didn't do too bad on salvage there. Was it worth the injuries and the damage? No. But sometimes you never get enough salvage for your damage, and sometimes you get plenty of salvage for your damage. It's really just how it goes. I wish that had been a mission against Comstar with a full mech lance. It would have been a lot easier, and we would have gotten more salvage. Alright. Alright, let's step by the barracks. Our pilots should have some upgrades available. Andre here can do multi-target. And we'll get him bulwark. Which is good, because Andre's going to have to get into the thick of this now, because we just had a lot of our pilots get knocked out. At least for the short term.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Confirmed.
Training complete.
Commander.
Goggles. Goggles, if you're on, you're about to get a specialization in your gunnery. So tell me what your what you want the specialization of your pilot to be, and I will make that happen. If you want to be a missile master or a energy master or a
Training complete.
ballistics master or a precision strike, just let me know and I will make that happen.
I'm on the clock.
Right.
What do you want?
Mech warrior training complete.
And we're going to have to cobble together some mechs and a lance of pilots here. Did we get anything in the mech bay that we can put together? Let's try to look at the positives. Did we... Oh, we could put a hunchback together. Okay, so at least we're getting a hunchback out of that fiasco. Alright, Firestarter did not lose its engine. That's a good thing. Oof, we did lose a lot of good stuff out of this Firestarter, though. Let's put on some ferrofibrous. And a armored cowl. And... don't have a Guardian ECM. Alright, so we're going to switch you to a disabling build. Let's put a heavy flamer on you. We could do that. And a area of effect flamer. Alright, so let's see. No, we don't want to do that. Hold on, guys. It'll just take me a minute to rebuild some of our damage here. Let's put a regular flamer on the arm. You don't want to put these heavy flamers on the arms for a fire starter because they tend to fall off really very often. Oh, we need another heat sink. Probably another heat sink. And then can we already have... Let's max out the armor. I wish the max armor button would work better. Alright, so that's it for armor. That's it for components. I don't know if I want to put a slave on you. Alright, this fire starter is just going to be undertonned. It's just going to be undertonned.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
How about our Panther? I'm trying to figure out the mechs that we can put together quickly and get back into the fight here. Oh, the Panther lost all of its heat sinks. That is unfortunate, but, you know, it could have been worse. Let's put some ferrofibrous on this Panther. Actually, that doesn't do us any good, because he can't take any more weapons than he already has. And he's already got maxed armor. So let's just put heat sinks on this guy. We're going to spread him out. Alright, so that's all we can do. Alright, so the Panther will be ready in 3 days.
Log and note. Shouldn't be too
I don't even know if I want to look at the Dervish here. Ugh. So the MRM-10 that we picked up was his MRMs. So we didn't really gain an MRM. We picked up our MRM. We lost an SRM. Okay. We lost a rocket launcher. We lost a Guardian ECM. Put an SRM-6 on. Yeah, we can do that. Take out this SRM-4. Put on a SRM-6. Yeah, that works. That'll increase his firepower a little bit. Heat is a problem. So let's put on another heat sink. And we're going to be overweight. What do we want to do about that? We're going to take off the medium laser here. And put on a small laser. So at least he'll have some self-defense ability, but this is really going to be a missile boat build. So, you know, if he's going to be out this long, 7 days, let's, we have an XL engine, don't we? We do. What if we put an XL engine in this guy? Oof, that's expensive. But look at that additional tonnage that we get out of it. It's probably worth it. Poor Pokey. Hi, IMG. Pokey got wrecked when we were swarmed by about 10 vehicles. So, it was not a fun mission. Let's see. So now we can actually put in an armored cowl. And we'll put in the Apollo. Oh, I can't do both, so we'll put in the Apollo. Let's see. And what if we just take some of that extra... No, we can't take more missiles. Alright, so the extra tonnage is going to have to go into the arms. Let's do that. Ooh. Here's an interesting build. A snub PPC. Snub PPC MRM 20 and SRM 12. That's not a horrible build. And then we'll take the other tons and put it into heat sinks. We're not going to be able to shoot everything at once here. Actually, that PPC is not going to work. It's not going to work. If you put in so many weapons that your weapons can't fire, then it's really a waste. So let's do 2 medium lasers. I can put a rocket launcher in the arm. How about a reloading? Do a SRM-4 and a SRM-4. We're not going to be able to fire all of this all at once. We'll probably turn off the medium lasers when we shoot the rockets. But that's not a horrible build. That's a good amount of firepower. I could put a double heatsink in. I could. I mean, we're already rebuilding this thing. So what if we take out the heat sinks? And we could do a double heat sink. We do have one available. Alright, so we'll put in the double heat sink. Why not? We're giving Pokey an overhaul here. Double heat sink here. Double heat sink here. Ouch. This is an expensive build. Alright, so IMG thinks we should do... I mean, I could do another... the problem is I don't have enough SRM-4s. So, yeah, we're going to have to keep the SRM-6. It's not ideal. We can up our tonnage on armor. So we can at least armor this guy up. Because this dervish always gets wrecked. So we can at least armor him up. And let's see, we have another ton left. Another ton left. What can we put on this sucker? I could put another double heat sink. Yeah, we could do another double heat sink. I don't know what good it would do. I could put in a slave. Put in a slave. There. Alright. It's going to be 8 days till Pokey comes back. If I had more SRM-4s... we got a ton of SRM ammo. But then again, we have the MRMs to fire as well. Yeah, that's true. I am shooting off 20 a round. Alright, so we'll take out the slave. Good thing IMG is here to double check my work. What would I do without him? We could put in a ton of Infernos. So we can switch back between SRMs and Inferno SRMs. That's a good move.
On it.
Alright.
I'll let you know.
Alright, so it's going to be a while before we have Pokey. So let's manage our mechs. The only mech we're going to get at a reasonable time is that Panther. Everything else needs a lot of repair. But the good news is we did at least get a Hunchback out of that mission. So let's take a look at this Hunchback. Combining elements of the 4H and the 4J swayback, the 4N uses an AC5 and 2 LRM5s to give it range, while 4 medium lasers give it punch up close. Alright, I mean, that's not a horrible build. That's not the worst build, actually, for a Hunchback. Alright, so we traded a Hunchback for a whole bunch of damage to our lights. Is it a good trade-off? I don't know. Oh, the 4N is an interesting layout? Yeah, it's... I mean, we're going to play around with this thing. Is there anything I can do? This thing doesn't have jump jets, so I can't take out jump jets. I don't like the ammo in the center torsos here. So, you know what? It's going to be an extra day to get him into the fight. But it's going to be worth it if I take that ammo out of the center torso. So let's put the Hunchback up to the top of the list. Sorry for all the repair guys, but as you know, we got wrecked. So sometimes repairs are necessary. We should have time for one more mission, so let's actually... yeah, we're waiting so long, we might as well wait for the Hunchback and the Panther.
We're almost completely out of cash.
Yes, I know, Darius. We need money. We need money, Darius. I'm aware that we need money. We need a lot of things right now. Alright. We also need pilots. Alright, we got a 2-skull battle. Let's get that going. Alright, so fortunately we have our new Hunchback. We're short on pilots. We're going to be taking the B team pilots-wise here. So let's see. I'll put T-Bone in the Hunchback. Let's see. We're going to take our Firestarter. And we're going to put Andre in the Firestarter. And we have the Vulcan. Alright, that's not horrible. 2 Hunchbacks, a Panther, a Firestarter, and a Vulcan. We should be able to handle a 2-skull mission, hopefully. Thank you, IMG, for taking care of that bot. Really appreciate that. IMG, are you still not doing a stream? I just want to confirm, so I know if I'm going to be handing it off to you or not. What's... are we not launching? There we go. So we're down to using some not so awesome mechs right now, but at least we have 2 Hunchbacks. So we have 2 Hunchbacks. So at least we're taking 2 mediums. You know, would I have traded if I'd had a choice, if they'd said, hey, you can trade damage to your Dervish and damage to 2 light mechs that you have to rebuild, or get a Hunchback, I would probably say you can keep your Hunchback. But no, that's fine. That's fine, IMG. I knew that was the plan. I just wanted to make sure that was still the case. All right, so this will be our last mission.
Command interface initiated.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like
We've
enemy
got solid intel that an enemy lance is in the region. Sweep the area and flush them out. So,
A jungle.
if Darius is telling me that there's solid intel, we know that we're screwed. We got a Hunchback. We got enemy reinforcements that are jumping us from behind. Ooh, it's a wraith. You know I love wraiths. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to backstep here because we don't want to let, especially a wraith, get behind us. So we're gonna
Double time. Let's go.
pull back so we can take out the enemy reinforcements first.
Roger.
These wraiths are so evasive. Look at that. That 6 evasion. We don't want that wraith to get behind us, or it's going to be bad news. Is that wraith the only reinforcement?
What's the plan?
That would be kind of interesting. Alright, so here, let's see, I could charge in with my fire starter and take the evasion away from that wraith. I don't normally do this. That's a lot of damage for a fire starter. I'm not going to do it.
Be there in a jiff.
I couldn't kick him, unfortunately. I was too far away to kick, otherwise I would. And I really don't like to take that much damage to a fire starter for a charge. I feel like you almost have to be in a medium or a heavy before you can consider doing a charge. Unless you're really desperate. Because I would have lost 25% of the armor. Yeah, that's the problem.
Good to go.
The fire starter is so fragile. Oh, we got a blackjack that jumped in behind us. All right, we're gonna kick that
I
blackjack.
copy.
That's the last thing we need is a blackjack. If you have a blackjack behind you, you know, he can go through that middle armor really quickly. So this is not the best situation for us. Alright, at least he went for the Vulcan. If he'd gone for the Hunchback there, it would have been really bad for us. Oh, another Hunchback. Oh, okay. So the ambushing unit is 2 blackjacks. And we've got the enemy unit that's closing. We've had the worst luck with our missions. We're always getting ambushed and having the enemy dropped right in the middle of us. It's been a real headache on this stream so far today. Like, realistically, this is a situation where our pilot failed. Well, it's not Darius that hates us. It's actually our pilot. Oof. Because our pilot dropped us into this horrible situation where we're surrounded by the enemy. This is not a good situation at all. Alright, we're going to have to...
Firing.
quick and dirty, get rid of some of these enemies as quickly as we can.
Inflicted some nasty.
I never complained that we were getting dropped too far away. That is not true, IMG. Yeah, we're in a tough spot here.
My pregnant old mama can hit harder than that.
Standing by.
We are in a tough spot. Right, we need to get up on these reinforcements. Especially this Wraith, because this Wraith has such high evasion. When he really gets going, we gotta take that Wraith out quickly. And that Blackjack will just tear me apart. Which is kind of the plan I had when we had our PvP last Saturday. But it didn't work out for me. We'll see if we can do better this week.
Target acquired and locked in.
Cyclone is the other part of the ambush reinforcements. Okay. Actually, I think I have 2 parts of a Cyclone, so I wouldn't mind putting a Cyclone together. Cyclone is a very nice light mech for its tonnage.
Ha! Send me a real opponent.
Alright, let's do our best to get this Blackjack never to get up again.
Roger that. Putting my weight into it. Failed to connect.
IMG, I'm excited about Mech Warrior 5 tonight. Have we heard from on the Discord about anybody who wants to join us? Ooh, rear shot on our Vulcan from that Blackjack. Ugh.
They've blown past my armor.
That was some bad luck. Having that Blackjack on the high ground is a real nightmare for us. We're gonna have to address that. When you have a Blackjack at long range with a height advantage
When I
and
shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
a fair amount of distance between you and them, it could be a real nightmare. Alright, yeah, so Goggles was on earlier. I don't know if he's still on. But remember, he wanted to get in this week. So I haven't heard back from him. Would love to get some viewers into our Mech Warrior 5 playthroughs. Some followers. Because it's a lot of fun when we have everybody else join. So hopefully we'll get some people to join. If you have Mech Warrior 5 and you want to play with us, you can go to our Discord. It will tell you the mods that we play with. And then you could join in. Ooh, we got lucky. So that Wraith actually made a mistake because it came within melee range. You don't want to do that with a Wraith because that's its best advantage. Oof. Our Vulcan is getting beat up.
Crap, what was that?
Our Vulcan's kind of a light build for this scenario, right? Because if we get melee in on this Wraith, we take away his evasion. And a Wraith without evasion is going to be taken out pretty quickly. So yeah, so if you go to our Discord and you want to play Mech Warrior 5 with us, it'll tell you the mods. And then you want to direct message IMG, because it's IMG stream, and tell him that you want to play with us. And then we can get you into the rotation. Oh, they destroyed their own mech. It's always nice when the enemy helps us by taking out his own mech. Alright, Alright, fire starter. Alright, this is going to be aggressive here, but we need to get into range on this Blackjack or it's just going to tear us apart. So, if I can get that fire starter in close on that Blackjack next round, then we can start working on getting rid of it. Alright, our Vulcan needs to get away from those enemies that keep backstabbing it. Do a precision strike here. Oh, also a shout out on the Mech Warrior 5 channel in the Discord. Yeah.
Firing on target.
So just get if you're interested in playing Mech Warrior 5,
Target's taking a critical hit.
reach out to us. I would say we're playing at 10 p.m. Eastern time, so please let us know by 7 p.m. Eastern time for Pacific if you would like to play with us, so we can actually coordinate and figure out what numbers we have and who's going to play and whatnot. So we can work around. If we have too many people, it's an easy fix. Having too many people, ooh, he took out the leg on the Wraith, so He can't be evasive anymore.
Yeah.
That's
critical
good.
hit.
Oh, he ejected 3 parts on the Wraith. So that Wraith is probably the best salvage on the map so far. I really love Wraiths. Wraiths are probably one of the best medium scouts in the game. By a pretty huge margin.
Taking heavy hits, Commander.
What are your
I
orders?
love having a Wraith as a scout. Alright. So we got to keep rotating away from that second enemy force until we can finish off these ambushers. Oof. Horrible hit percent chances here. But I'm really just trying to keep that blackjack busy right now. And maybe get that blackjack to shoot at a hunchback instead of one of our lighter mechs. Oof. Alright, let's see what the blackjack does. We got to get that blackjack off the top of the hill.
Careful. They're looping around back.
Oof, damage on our blackjack structural. Gyro critical.
Hey.
That
knock
was
it
a
off.
bad hit there.
Receiving you.
Alright, Panther. Same deal. You're going to make yourself a target for that blackjack because you're less valuable. And you're also going to do some laser spam to get that blackjack distracted. Get a couple hits in. That works for me. That's a nice blackjack because it has a PPC build. Alright, that Jenner's going to keep spamming our hunchback. So we've got to turn that hunchback
Minor damage, Commander.
that's got damage towards the enemy next round.
Awaiting order.
Alright, so Andre, you are going to be our hero here because we are going to have you jump in behind the blackjack and overheat
Your
him.
armor it is.
Nice work. Alright, so our Panther and our Firestarter are going to have to finish off that force because we need to start turning on the main enemy force that's coming at us.
Engaging with target.
The Jenner and the Hunchback need to be taken out.
Damn it.
IMG said he's on Discord just about all day. You can send me a message on Discord or post in the channel. We have a ton of huge mechs you can go to town with, and we're always tweaking. So, yeah. Mech Warrior 5 by yourself gets old really fast. Mech Warrior 5 with your friends and some cool mechs to play with never gets old, in my opinion. Alright. Okay. Let's start working on that Hunchback.
Affirmative.
Ooh, missed with the AC. Luckily that Hunchback already has some structural damage. Alright, let's see what this Blackjack does. This is the biggest threat right now on the map for us. Ooh, and you'll see why right there. He's just going to keep hammering our mediums.
Reporting. Structural damage.
But he overheated.
Yup. Copy that, Commander.
Our mediums need to focus in on this Hunchback now. So that is what we need to do.
Firing.
Ouch. I think we're just doomed to have some mechs destroyed on each mission this morning. We've had some bad luck with some of these mission profiles. Luckily we're getting some salvage to offset it, but still Ouch. That hunchback's in a bad way. Alright, so Andre, I need you to keep being the hero here. And you need to keep working on that blackjack. This is where fire starters can be really valuable because they can actually take on mechs that are much heavier than them. Eventually that fire starter should wear down that blackjack. It's overheated now, so we don't have to worry about it sniping us for 2 rounds. Ooh, that other hunchback's really getting beat up. We're gonna have to pull him to cover. Alright, so I think we can now
Double time.
take our Panther off of stalking that blackjack. Because we need to focus in on the primary enemy lance here. Especially this hunchback, we need to take it down as quick as we can. Alright, here comes that cyclone. It's got a lot of firepower for its tonnage. Oof. Especially for our poor hunchback there. That hunchback has got to go to cover
Waiting for orders.
this round. Alright, we need to be aggressive with our Vulcan while keeping it evasive. And, ooh, alright, I can get some good shots in on this Jenner, hopefully. Nice hits there, nice. Nice hits on that.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, so our hunchback needs a round away from the front lines here. Let's get him into cover. And we can actually use a precision strike here. Since this blackjack is shut down, let's use a precision strike. Maybe take out one of the legs. Nice hits there on that blackjack.
Left in that location.
That'll help our fire starter finish him off a little faster. Icarus. Oh, I hate Icaruses. Icaruses always seem to wreck me, but they're useless when I have them.
Minimal
They don't.
damage on that.
It doesn't. I don't. I maybe I'm just not using Icaruses correctly, but they're just not my favorite mech. Alright, we gotta get this hunchback down. This hunchback is the key to their lance. Keep working on the hunchback. He's tanking pretty good. He's tanking pretty good, but that's what he's designed to do. Yeah, of course he goes after our hunchback that already has damage.
Okay, that was bad.
Like a jerk.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Andre. Let's do melee and flamer attack on that blackjack. Gotta get rid of this thing. Ugh, our hunchback is not having a good day.
Standing by.
Alright, Panther, go. I need you to go help with that Jenner, actually. No. I can't afford to have you go help with the Jenner. I need you to do a little tanking. Working on that hunchback. Yep, gonna go after our hunchback again. Cyclone. Ooh. Alright, let's go for a
Moving to
kick and a
position.
melee against that Jenner. Alright, structure exposed. Nice hits on that Jenner.
Scored a critical hit.
Ooh, Icarus hits our Panther hard.
Armor blow through.
Not good.
Internal damage. Commander?
Alright, this Hunchback, every part of my brain is telling me to eject our Hunchback. But I think I'm going to keep him in one more round because he could do melee on this Jenner. We can knock him down. Maybe
Critical
even
hit,
finish
Commander.
off this Jenner. Let's see. There we go. We got knocked down. Alright, at least we got knocked down on that
Power
Jenner.
detected.
Alright, that Blackjack is restarting.
Yup.
Alright, so we got to take our fully armored Hunchback. We got to push him for in. He's got a tank. And let's work on their Hunchback. Come on, we need some structural damage on that Hunchback. There we go, finally. That Hunchback was hanging in there really good. Alright, our Hunchback needs to eject this next round,
Commander.
assuming it survives. Alright, Panther, I need you to move in on this Icarus. I know I'm asking you to punch over your weight, but somebody's got to keep this Icarus distracted, or that AC-10 will just tear us apart over time. Okay, Cyclone's going to go after a Hunchback again. It's alright. I think he's going to survive long enough
That was bad.
to eject,
Yes,
hopefully.
Commander.
Alright, Andre, you're going to keep working on that Blackjack. We got to keep it overheated and distracted. Alright, he's in panicked mode. Alright, the Jenner's up. What's the Jenner going to do? It's going to go after the Hunchback. Luckily, it went after the side with the good leg, which is fortunate.
Receiving you.
Alright, Vulcan. Where'd that Jenner go? Hunchback. Did the Jenner destroy itself? I totally missed that if it did. I don't see the Jenner anymore. I'm confused.
I copy. Putting my weight into it.
Ah, the Jenner overheated and exploded. Okay, that works for me. That works for me. I needed a break.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Hunchback, you are done for the day.
Ejecting.
Get out of here. Alright, so I got the Hunchback out of there without losing any significant
flanking.
components. So that was fortunate. Oh, that Blackjack is back in the fight.
Internal structure
It
damage.
probably overheated
Bad
again.
time.
Yep. Alright. So if I missed something, please point it out to me because I've lost my audio on my feed. It does happen. I think you guys still have audio. But sometimes you'll get a glitch
Affirmative.
with this game where you'll lose your audio, but it'll still be in the playthrough on Twitch. So if I miss something, that's probably because there's an audio cue that I'm missing because I don't have the audio, like an explosion off camera or something like that. All right, they're gonna keep working on our Panther. Our Panther is basically punching over its weight right now. Oof. Oof.
Okay.
It was a necessary evil. Oh, skewed one. Oh, skewed one. Has an injury.
I'm gonna need a medic.
Had to be done, unfortunately. Alright, we're going to keep using the fire starter on that blackjack.
Locked on for physical
Eventually we'll take him down. There we go. Took a lot of health and armor off of him with that shot there. Alright, Cyclone goes after our Vulcan.
Yeah.
Alright, stand up, Skewed one. Oh, he lost his leg. I missed that. Alright, we don't have a choice, Skewed one. You gotta hang in there. Oh, and he fell down. Oh.
Commander.
Alright, but we can at least fire still.
Wounded.
Battle mech power-up detected.
Alright.
Aye, aye.
Alright, Vulcan. Let's go work on that Cyclone. It's not ideal because he can't kick. So we're going to lose some of our weapons that way. Oh, we did. The weapons must be in the center torso. Alright, the Icarus went after a hunchback, which is probably the best scenario.
Copy that.
We are going to go after their hunchback as hard as we can.
10-4.
There we go. Nice hit on the hunchback there.
Reporting.
And he ejected. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now we're kind of in the driver's seat because we have the heaviest mech on the battlefield here. They're going to keep tearing the Panther apart.
I lost a weapon.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, let's keep kicking. Just keep kicking. Eventually this blackjack will eject or go down.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Ooh, I thought he would eject there. Oh, ejected. Good. Alright, there goes that blackjack. Alright, our Panther. Come on, stand up. And you are ejecting, because there's not much more we can do with that Panther. Again, our Panther was really fighting above his tonnage there. Twice. First against the blackjack, and then against the Icarus.
That all you got?
Alright, the Icarus goes for melee, which is actually the best case scenario. Alright, again, we'll go for a... Oh, it gave me the option to kick after I pushed the button.
Physical attack.
Bummer.
Orders.
Okay. Can we... In a perfect world, we could... Actually, we can. I can't get behind the Icarus. Oh yeah, I can. Here we go. So Icarus, you are a real pain in my butt. And now we can make you pay for that. So we're going to do a precision strike into the back of this Icarus.
Engaging target.
There we go.
Critical hit. Reporting.
Alright, talk about a battle that's dragging on.
Roger. I understand.
Ooh, nice hit on that Cyclone. We shouldn't have had that hit, but it worked out.
Yes, Commander.
Nice hit on the Cyclone. Let's go for a punch again on the Cyclone. It's actually going to be some really good salvage out of this mission, so I don't mind that we're taking some damage. I think we're going to get some decent mech components out of this.
Yep.
Let's go for a punch on Icarus. Thought maybe we get a kill there.
They're getting the angle on me.
Cyclone's going to backstab us. That's actually pretty smart. I got to give the Cyclone credit for that. That was a smart move.
Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander. No joy. Watch the flank.
Icarus doing some backstabbing. That's the
Ready
one
for order.
advantage that the enemy has right now, is the fact that they have the initiative advantage. Because they're both lighter than my Hunchback.
Physical attack.
But that only is going to help them so much. Cyclone's panicked. Come on, eject. Ooh, nice injury there. Nice injury on the Cyclone. Alright, let's go for a kick.
I got you.
Icarus. Yes, we hit the right leg.
Reporting.
We got knocked down. Oh, nice hits on that Icarus.
Target down.
And he's down.
Time.
So the only thing we have left is this Cyclone. He's going to try to get his pound of flesh in here, but he's outnumbered and outgunned.
Reporting. Coordinates confirmed. Engaging.
Standing by.
And, you know, we got this guy completely outnumbered, so let's just do stompy robot action here. Yay!
Orders.
Hey, Goggles. Yes, we are doing MechWarrior 5 tonight. We actually asked you a couple times if you were going to play, but I'm assuming you were away from keyboard.
Location confirmed.
So if you are interested in dropping with us tonight, we would be happy to have you. I know you prepared the Mech Warrior 5 to play. So yes, Ed, what we do is we meet in the Discord. If you go to the Discord, you'll see us meeting in there. We meet at about
Mission successful.
6:45 Pacific, which is 9:45 Eastern time. I know you're in the UK. And then we'll meet in Discord, we'll get organized and set up, and then we'll start the stream. Ooh. Okay, good, Goggles. So you can actually take my spot. That's fine with me. I will manage the chat. Oh, Canada Eastern time. I'm sorry, I thought you were in the UK for some reason. Alright, so let's get through this salvage because we are over time. Alright, so we got 4 blackjack parts available. 5 blackjack parts available. I feel like we need to try to get... Ooh, but I like the Wraith parts. And it's so hard to find Wraiths. I'm going to have to take the Wraith parts. So we'll take the Wraith parts. We got 2 Cyclone parts, which I think means we could put together a Cyclone. Icarus, Jenner, 3 Wraith parts. Not bad salvage-wise, actually. We'll figure it out. Goggles. We right now we have 5 people. But sometimes someone won't show up or someone will show up late. We'll figure that out. But I have no problem stepping out and being the backup pilot and managing chat. I've done that many times before. It's not a big deal. I'm happy to be the moderator and engage in chat. Because we want to have our viewers and followers enjoy the experience. So I am way over time, so I'm actually going to end the stream here. Goggles, we'll see you tonight, and everybody else, we'll see you hopefully tonight for Mech Warrior 5 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time for Battletech Advanced. See you then.